Our celebrity sneeze of the week is Marmalade the Cat, internet sensation and cat who likes to sneeze. Marmalade grew up in Pennsylvania and liked to lick his ass at an early age. After smelling his own feces and the feces of his brothers and sisters, and becoming climatized to smelling those feces and thinking it's good to smell those feces, I'm going to smell my own feces now and differentiate my feces from other people's feces and my family feces from non-family feces. He became very good at sniffing feces and then eventually tasting feces. You see, Marmalade liked to lick his own ass, did so at an early age, earlier than other cats, and enjoyed it. He said, "Hey, this tastes like poo, that stuff I've been sniffing, I'm going to lick it, everything's going to be fine, not going to throw up a fur ball, just going to lick my ass and everything's going to be dandy." Marmalade the Cat, our celebrity sneeze of the week.
Achoo! 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 Oh.
You're listening to Sneeze with James Whittingham.
And welcome back to Show 3. I'm James Whittingham, and you are someone who's not James Whittingham. Thank God for that. Get up and pray and fall to your knees and thank God you're not me. Because I'm a guy who hosts a podcast. I've got nothing better to do than host this damn podcast for your entertainment pleasure. You should be thankful you're not me. Anyway, got a new sneeze wheel this week. I'm going to add something called Mad. Mad is a new pie slice added to the sneeze wheel, and that's where I talk about what I'm mad at. Because since the last show, I've discovered I'm mad at some things. One thing involves toilet paper, another is a kind of chocolate. All right? So if it lands on that, we talk about what I'm mad at. Now, I took off email because we just did email and I haven't heard back from Victor yet. News alert, we have not heard back from Victor Lamb, who received a very weird email from me because it fell on email in our first show. I also took off geography because we did that in the last show, and here's what else I did. I added 2 more sneeze slices to the pie wheel. Because for every show that I don't sneeze or land on sneeze, I'm going to add another slice to the pie to increase the odds. This is getting so dangerous. Every week it gets dangerous and more dangerous. And, you know, it increases the opportunity. It could be, theoretically, this is theoretically here, we could be down to nothing but sneeze slices and 1 pie or something like that. And I could be hospitalized. We'll see how this goes, okay? So let's go through the sneeze wheel this week. We have 3 chances to sneeze. Sneeze is on there 3 times. We've got the Mad, which I've just mentioned. We've got Celebrity Net Worth. We've got Opinion, where I give an opinion on a random generated item in the world. Disease, where I discuss and look into a randomly generated disease and then do a PSA for it, encouraging you to support financially a disease. And the other one is Horoscope, where I read my teen horoscope that is written for Teen James. This is a real thing. There's such thing as teen horoscopes. They're trying to say the same thing as adult horoscopes, but they're just teenified. All right. God help me. Here goes the sneeze wheel. The pepper is standing by. I got to have a drink again. I got a new snow shovel today, battery-operated snow shovel. I'm not stalling. I'm just saying who gets a battery-operated snow shovel in the mail? I got one in the mail today. I may start it up later. We'll see. The battery is fully charged now. It is a snow shovel, not a snow blower, but a battery-operated. I know that seems completely weird to you people living in places that have palm trees and such. Okay, here's the wheel spin. And let's go again with the spin. This spinning, we've got black. We're representing sneezes. Red for horoscope and net worth.
Random disease.
And we are falling on disease. I can't believe we did not hit pepper, but that means we're adding another pepper slice for next show. All right, when we come back after this whoosh, we'll talk about a random disease. Here we go with the sneeze. It's now loading, taking Lassa fever. I repeat, Lassa fever, Lassa fever. It is a fever named Lassa. Who was Lassa, the first person to get this fever and die? Anyway, after this whoosh, we're going to look into it. Lassa fever, also known as Lassa hemorrhagic fever, Lassa hemorrhagic fever, or LHF as I will call it from now on. Many of those infected by the virus do not develop symptoms, thank God. When symptoms occur, they typically include fever, weakness, headaches, vomiting, and muscle pains. Less commonly, there may be bleeding from the mouth or gastrointestinal tract. I really hate bleeding from my ass. The risk of death once infected is about 1% and frequently occurs within 2 weeks of the onset symptoms, which is good if you're going to die from this ass fever. I hope you die within a week or two. Among those who survive, about a quarter have hearing loss. Which improves within 3 months. Oh, that's a good news story, because if you're going to have ass fever and lose your hearing, thank God it comes back. The disease is usually initially spread to people via contact with urine or feces of an infected multimanate mouse. There is no vaccine. Prevention requires isolating those who are infected and decreasing contact with mice. This is interesting, and it ties into our celebrity sneeze. Other efforts to control the spread of disease, including having a cat to hunt vermin and storing food in sealed containers. So it's good to have a cat. There's no vaccine, you got a cat. Lassa fever is our randomly generated disease. Stand by for a commercial PSA of me endorsing the cure for Lassa fever. Hello, I'm James Whittingham. I have many friends with ass fever, also known as Lassa hemorrhagic fever. Friends in places where people are eating rats and mice and may contract what is known as ass fever. Ass fever can occur when muscle pain and vomiting and headaches and weakness occur. Ass fever affects many people in developing nations who like to eat mice or rats. They come in contact with this filthy disease and they start bleeding out the ass. It's not pleasant. Vomiting, muscle pains, headaches, and general embarrassment for coming down with ass fever. You can help. Send money to the Ass Fever Foundation, care of my website. It won't go to me, but it may. Did you know people with ass fever can develop hearing loss for 3 months? I say, did you know that people with ass fever can develop hearing loss for 3 months? It's true. If you have hearing loss, consider having your ass checked. I'm James Whittingham. Send money now to my website, and you'll help me encourage other people to help people with ass fever. Well, that's it for me. I'm going away again. You know why? I've got rust. I want to get the rust off, so doing short shows. Join us again next time, and it'll be soon. As of this recording, we are not on iTunes or Google Podcasts, but that's coming soon. Find us on Spotify. By us, I mean me, James Whittingham, and my friends who are mostly imaginary, although there is one real friend. His name is Igor. Igor. He does not speak English or make eye contact. Igor is in the closet, and not just figuratively. Anyway, join me again next time. Find me on Spotify. Look at the website. We're on Facebook and Twitter, Sneeze Show, and on Instagram, Sneeze_show. Adios. All right, I'm starting the snow shovel for the first time. It's battery operated. Here we go.